What's up, everybody? Well, today I'm going to be doing another full house cleaning to test vacuum cleaning performance. This time it is going to be on something that is quite a first for this playlist. I'm going to be featuring my Hoover Convertible model U4127. This is the base version of the convertible. It doesn't have a headlight, and it takes the Type C bags, which are bottom filled compared to the top filled Type A that would later come out for high-end models. And the bag I'm using in this is not a Type C. It is actually a Eureka F&G bag. That is a generic HEPA cloth bag by Vacuum America Clean, or VAC for short. They make HEPA cloth F&G bags, so you can get modern filtration. I'm going to be running this versus that Rig Type Q bag that Vac Lab runs in his convertible, which you just tape off the top of a Q bag and then just attach it to the bottom fill tube of the C bag, and you could run modern HEPA filtration. But I went with this because the F&G can also fit, and it's somewhat of a top fill bag. Because if anyone knows the F&G bag, I'm gonna have to unzip this again, but the way it's mounted is it comes from a fill tube that runs up into the bag. So it's somewhat top fill, but it fills from the bottom, in other words. So pretty odd design, but it's pretty effective. I'm gonna try to tuck this in as best as I can. All right. And let me show you the brush roll in this thing. This is, actually let me turn this to the light. Oh, there. So here is the brush roll that's in it. Does have beater bars right here. And it does have a set of black brush strips. These were the early style brush strips you can get for these things. I'm not too sure if these were recently replaced. They might be because they look pretty long. They are pretty soft, I will say. These are the same style brush strips that I have in my blue U4349 convertible. And it does clean pretty well. There were other color brush strips that differ in stiffness. There were white ones that weren't as long as the black ones, but are a little bit more stiff. And there was, I think, some red ones, which were a bit more stiff, and I think they were about as long as these black ones. But then there was also some orange ones, which kind of get confused with the red ones, which I think are the stiffest of them. So you guys can correct me in the comments if you want. I'm a little new to these convertibles, but I have heard that the black bristles are the softest. But let me show you the fan that's in this. This does have an 11-bladed plastic fan. There were some early variants that came with a 12-bladed metal fan, which I originally thought this model was because the motor is a 4.3 amp motor, but later versions would obviously come with the 11-blade plastic fan like this, and my blue U4349 convertible has that as well, but it has the bigger 4.8 amp motor, which the only difference I could think of between those two is the U4349 has a headlight and this one does not. So I'm not too sure if this difference in amperage is going to make any difference. But this brush roll is literally the same as the other one. So maybe I'll have to do another cleaning performance with it, to maybe with the same brush roll and fan configuration, to see not only if there is a difference between like the bottom fill type C's and the top fill type A, because that's what the other one has. But I think for right now I've yammered on long enough, so you guys are probably wanting to see some action. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get to doing that. One thing I would like to point out about these lower end convertibles, which originally made me hesitant to make this video in the cleaning performance playlist to begin with, but the cord on these, and my blue convertible is the same way, is stupidly short. It's only like an 18-foot cord, which is just atrocious. I can't even reach around my entire bedroom in one take without getting a separate extension cord, which I had to do that in order to remedy this problem. But now that I got that out of the way, let's go ahead and readjust the carpet height, because it likes to unseat on me. See, there it goes again. And get started. So already this is definitely my first time using a convertible for longer than 5 minutes. And I'm very impressed with the grooming results. Now keep in mind, this is a representative for models with the black bristle brush roll. And you can definitely tell that it even sounds like it has great agitation. But definitely it grooms very well. You can obviously see there's a line down the middle where the belt mark is, but that's typical on these. The Eureka F&G machines are about the same. But pretty impressive grooming results with a brush roll like this. Like I said, I do not know whether or not the bristles on these have been replaced. They may have, but grooms fantastic. And it could be just me, but I think the bottom fill type C's coupled with the 11 bladed fan may draw a little bit more airflow than the type A bags do. But that could be just me. Maybe one of these days I'll have to do the same thing with my blue convertible that has the type A's, but also has the 11 blade fan and a black bristle brush roll. So we'll see how that does later, but I'm very impressed with the results so far. So let's go ahead and continue on.
What follows is a brief construction montage.
So what you guys saw was this thing literally throwing a belt on me, which it was a brand new one, I should add. So let's continue on. And if this belt blows, I'm gonna have to buy some industrial belts. So just like that, full house cleaning is all complete. This is a great vacuum, but I would like it better, and my blue convertible is about the same problem. I would like it better if it had a longer cord. It's so short, it's like less than usable on most parts of my house without stopping and having to switch plugs. So now comes the tedious part, and that is attempting to check how much this thing picked up. Okay, I'm gonna have to turn on my flash real quick. Okay, and the dirty part comes. And we look inside the bag through here. As best as I can show you. But that is just how much got picked up. A lot of it is fibrous material, once again, from the downstairs rug, but also a bit of fine metal mixed in here and there. So I'm gonna have to look over the footage when I'm done cleaning off my phone here. So I would say the cleaning performance of this is quite respectable. Definitely picked up quite a bit of fine dust and some fibrous material from the downstairs rug, and a little bit of pet hair mixed in here and there. But this is amazing performance from a vacuum of this age. But with that said, I hope you've enjoyed this full house cleaning of the Hoover Convertible, model U4127. Be sure and stay tuned, and don't forget to like, rate, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.